You have some books as well. I know you have several books, and in fact, this week in particular in Melbourne, September 2014, you actually launched one of your recent books. Can you just give us some insight on the book so maybe some of our listeners can get an idea of where they can start if they want to sort of get involved with esoteric acupuncture and advanced energy healing?
Okay, the easiest book, if you're not an acupuncturist, is Volume 5, and that's the Support the Mountain. This is the book on five element theory, Chinese five element theory, but with raw foods. And it's a little bit different than you've heard anywhere else because the elements and the minerals that I put to each of the elements are kind of brand new to the health field. If you're interested in esoteric acupuncture, I always say start with Volume 1. And you may have to read it 2 or 3 times because some people say it's pretty dense. It's got some things that are a little hard maybe to understand, but if you're interested, start with 1. That's the gateway to expanded healing. Another book with a little bit more encoding patterns was the second book, Discern the Whisper, and this is basically about the heart. This is a book that the feedback I've gotten is from a lot of women, dozens of women. This is their favorite book. Third book is Jacob's Ladder, Climbing Jacob's Ladder. It's a Yakov. It's about supplanting one level of consciousness for a higher, more desirable level. And this book was originally put out as a workbook, so I don't have a lot of text on some of the patterns. At that time, as an esoteric teacher, I was meditating and I said, oh yeah, real esoteric teachers don't give all the information. They give the student a clue and let them figure it out. But after that book was out as a workbook, people couldn't quite get what I was trying to put out, so we made it into a regular book. I still didn't add a whole lot of information, but it was revised. Fourth book is the fairly advanced book. It's not as much acupuncture as the first 3 books, but more the ageless wisdom. And the 6th book, which just came out this past month, it's Antakarana, Celestial Fullness. And Antakarana is just a term that means spiritual antenna. So this book is, half the book is for acupuncture or healers, half the book is for anybody interested in ageless wisdom. But this is the book to bring new vocabulary to the acupuncture world. I think one of the problems with acupuncture in the 21st century is we rely too much on vocabulary that was developed 2,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago. And we need to add newer vocabulary. It's a living, growing field, and to be content and stuck on tradition when it's not keeping up with the energetics of today.